In 2014, we got the Air Jordan 14 Ferrari, and that pair featured a really clean, luxe, buttery, paint-like brush suede. It was premium, it was nice, it was creme de la creme. But this 2025 pair, let's just say they're still nice.
B1, fresh.
Nice. What is happening, Captain? What is going on, my people? You too. It's your boy, KC Soulful Sensei. And I know it's been a minute, y'all. It's been about 2 weeks. But you know how life be life. You got to balance some things out. But I'm back. And I have another sneaker review and unboxing. We're talking about them Air Jordan 14, them Challenge Red suckers, them Ferrari things, the 2025 version. But before we get into these sneakers, my people, you can also follow me on IG at soulful_sensei. Almost every single day, I am posting something sneaker related and fragrance related. So if you're interested in any of those topics, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and don't forget to comment down below. Let's keep this conversation going. Doesn't matter what it is, man. If it's sneaker related, fragrance related, I don't care, man. If it's just some nitpicking, look, let's get this community thing going, man. Let's get these comments in here, man. But I can't hold y'all too much longer because the Air Jordan 14, them Ferrari things, are a little bit different than what we've gotten 11 years ago. And I'll preface a little bit by saying the Air Jordan 14 is one of my guilty pleasure silhouettes. And I think that they did all right with this particular release. Well, this particular retro compared to its original retro. But the Air Jordan 14 was originally released in 1998. And during the 1998 NBA Finals, the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan and his squad, Scottie and everybody else, they went up against the Utah Jazz. And during that series, MJ predominantly wore the Air Jordan 13. And we know now today that playoff colorway is what he wore. But during Game 6, he decided to go against the legendary Tinker Hatfield's advice, and he was told not to wear this particular sneaker because it wasn't ready. But per MJ's fashion, he decided that fluff all that, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Hell, they call me Black Jesus. He pulled out the black and red pair of the Air Jordan 14, famously now known as the last shot in that series that sealed the deal for that 6th championship ring. And following that sneaker right there, we have seen several retros in the Air Jordan 14. The Candy Canes, the reverse Ferraris, the black Ferraris. In recent years, we got the Wolf Grays, we've got the Laney, and we've got the playoffs.
No, sir. I think you meant the black toes. That's what it was. It was the black toes, not the playoffs. Let's get it together, KC. Come on. Let's get it together, pimp. Back to the review.
My personal favorite. And I think we had a black and white pair as well. Now, in 2025, we get another retro in the Air Jordan 14 Ferrari. And we're going to get into this review in just a second because this sneaker silhouette is actually based on Jordan's love for the sports super luxury car, the Ferrari. If you don't know, now you know. Tinker Hatfield designed this sneaker based on that car, most notably the Ferrari 550 Maranello. But let's get into this review, y'all, because I want to get into the subtle dip, well, the big difference between its predecessor, the original 2014 pair, and this one right here. So let's go. Starting with the box presentation on the Air Jordan 14, nothing we haven't seen before. Base grade Jordan 14 box that we've gotten on previous releases. Little Jumpman in the middle, red guy right there. Size tag and label reads Air Jordan 14 Retro. Challenge red and black, and I did go true to size 11. But that's it, man. Basic Jordan 13 boxes. Nothing new, nothing spectacular. And each sneaker did come individually wrapped. I did take the time to take each sneaker out, but what's really important are these sneakers right here. The Air Jordan 14, them Ferrari things, them challenge red things, whatever you want to call them. But like I've said before, the Air Jordan 14 originally released in 1998 and is directly inspired by the Ferrari 550 Maranello. Designer Tinker Hatfield drew from this iconic Ferrari sports car to shape the sneaker's aesthetic and performance features, reflecting MJ's love for that luxury vehicle. But in this case, in the Ferrari's case, following suit, the aerodynamic silhouette of the Air Jordan 14 Ferrari, aka Challenge Red thing, still has that flowing bodywork inspired by that sleek contoured upper from the sports car. You got a full red suede upper, and what differentiates this 2025 release from the 2014 release is that this suede is not as plush, it's not as buttery, but it's still a clean sneaker, y'all. This red pops. It kind of reminds me of the Air Jordan 6, those Toro Bravos from a couple years back. And we get the iconic Ferrari inspired badge here with the Jumpman, and it's bright yellow. On the toe box, you got a little black Jumpman right there. We got some black accents on the laces, Jordan 14 in gold, yellow right there, Jordan label right here. And the midsole, obviously the iconic carbon fiber inspired midsole with the shank plate. And then outsole is the black herringbone pattern, yellow 14 right there, little red Jumpman at the bottom. We get the aerodynamic air vents right here, tail lights on the heel. We got the tread pattern on the heel tab, 23 in gold, little Jumpman right there. This sneaker is clean. You cannot get any better than this. And I'm happy that they brought this sneaker back. Some people may gripe about the whole quality issue on this sneaker, but still in all, still a fire sneaker. 14 Jumpmans throughout each sneaker, signifying the Jordan 14. And shout out Nightwing on wear testers. We get an extra 2 Jumpmans right there on the back of each tongue of each sneaker. But Jordan 14s are nice. One of my guilty pleasure sneakers. And in this case, the Ferraris, I'm happy that they brought these back. I don't have the 2014 pair, so I'm happy that I've acquired this one to add to the collection. Just a clean sneaker. The midsole's low profile stance, tapered low to the ground, design mirrors the 550 Maranello's low center of gravity, giving this Jordan 14 grounded in an aggressive suited stance. The carbon fiber details, giving that sports car aesthetic, these are clean. As far as sizing on the Jordan 14, I would recommend true to size, but let me know in the comments down below what you typically wear in your Jordan 14s. If you're more on the wider side, do you size up? If you're more on the slimmer side, do you size down? But as far as overall, I think the Jordan 14s are comfortable. In this Ferrari's case, in the Challenge Red case, I would give this sneaker overall a 8 out of 10. Nah, really, 8 out of 10 works for me. This is pretty decent. I love the aesthetic. I love the bright red. I love the carbon fiber. It retroed in 2014. Now we get another retro. It's a clean sneaker. It pops. It's just one of them ones. And like I've said, the Jordan 14 is one of my guilty pleasure sneakers. But I can't hold y'all, my people. These are the Jordan 14 Ferrari, them challenge red things, 2025. Gotta get these on feet. But there you have it. I'm KC Soulful Sensei. Remember, follow me on IG at soulful_sensei for fragrance and sneaker content. But most importantly, stay fresh, stay fragrant, and also keep that heat on feet. Peace.